Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Joe's Tobacco Reviews. Today I don't have a necessarily a tobacco review for you. I said in a previous video that I might do a review of the vape that I own. So here it is. So this is the Suorin Air. This is the original one. So this is a cartridge-based system. It's not like a mod, like a box mod where you would have a tank or whatever. So there's a cartridge to it, so you fill it up at the little red rubber piece at the bottom there, if you don't know. I would assume most people do. So I bought a vape really just to kind of control the amount I smoke. I like smoking, but it does become costly after a while. So I got this, and I bought it, let's see, probably, was it 3 weeks ago now? And I haven't even gone through, even, there's the bottle of juice that I have. So maybe I went through an eighth of the bottle already in 2 or 3 weeks. And that's, a bottle of juice is probably, I don't know, 10, 12 bucks here. So it's definitely a lot cheaper. It's significantly cheaper than cigarettes are here. They're about, like $7 a pack for Marlboro, about. So, yeah, I think it's a unique little thing. It's got like an on-off switch right here. They recommend turning it off if you're not using it or if you're charging it or whatever. I found that the battery life is excellent. Yeah, the nicotine content in the juice I have is 5.0% or 50 milligrams per milliliter. So it would be considered 50 nic is what they call that. Goes by how many milligrams per milliliter usually. So there's like I think 30 nic, which is about 3% nicotine by volume. This is 5%, so it's a little stronger. It's the strongest one really they make for non-sub-ohm resistance coil systems like this. If you were to use something that high, and it's a salt-based nicotine too, so basically there's free base and there's salt base, and the difference is that the free base nicotine blended juice has like the nicotine is just put directly into the juice, whereas with the salt base they mix it into a salt compound. I don't know what the chemical formula to it is, but it's a nicotine mixed with in a salt compound, and so when it goes into your lungs it absorbs a little more effectively. I don't know really what the long-term side effects of that are, but I'm not really concerned considering that I smoke already, so it doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. So yeah, with this vape, I directly inhale it into my lungs. I pull it right from the vape into my lungs. I don't pull it into my mouth first. Like I would with a cigarette. I don't know. Some people probably directly inhale cigarettes too, and I could do that, but it's just not as pleasant. It's a little bit more intense kind of in the lungs, and that's not really what I'm about. I'm more about flavor, so it definitely is a lot smoother than most cigarettes. Battery life is excellent. You can get about, it takes about 30 minutes to charge it fully, and you could go a whole day without charging it and just using it, and you probably still have a little bit of battery life left. It would be pretty low though. Yeah, so it's more of like an on-demand thing, if I'm out and I don't really feel like having a cigarette, because whether like it's raining today, so I like to vent the car out while I'm smoking, because filling a car with cigarette smoke is never a good idea, especially a car. This is a newer car. It's a 2017 Volkswagen. So, filling the whole car up with smoke, it gets in the headliner and in the fabrics and stuff, and your car will smell pretty bad really quickly. So I always vent to smoke. You know, it's a little bit easier. I have a 1979 Lincoln Continental at home, and when I smoke in that, I just roll down the little tiny power vent windows that they have, and I mean, cruising 55 down the highway, or, you know, 65 if you really want to use a lot of gas, and an old gas guzzler like that. You know, the way that it's designed with the aerodynamics, it just sucks the smoke right out, so I never have a problem, and you don't get any kind of rain in if it's raining outside. But with this car, I don't have that opportunity, so yeah, definitely if I'm out and it's raining like today, I just pop on my vape. I don't find the nicotine to be as strong. I remember before I really started smoking, a friend had a Suorin Air, one of my close friends, and I used to, you know, hit it every once in a while, and that definitely, you could feel it, you know. Of course, at that time, I could really feel nicotine from cigarettes, you know what I mean, make you dizzy and stuff. That'd be an interesting video, too, just about nicotine, because it's such a strange compound. It doesn't really... it's a stimulant like caffeine, you know, and a lot of people are addicted to caffeine and they don't even realize it. You know, I like coffee, I drink it all the time, you know, and when I don't have my coffee, I don't feel right either, so. But nicotine is different in that, you know, it has certain qualities, like it's an appetite suppressant, and, you know, it really gets your heart rate going, and you know, it constricts blood vessels, so, you know, increase the blood pressure or whatever. I mean, they say the effects of nicotine on the brain are like having a mini stroke, if you will. Not obviously not an actual stroke, but that's kind of what it simulates. Is why you get dizzy like that, and can't really think that well, you know. So yeah, they have all different kinds of cartridge systems. I'm sure the most popular that everybody's heard about is Juul. The thing about Juul that I don't like, I like the design of it, you know, that it's like, you know, the slim USB stick kind of looking thing. And I always liked them because you could hold them in between your fingers like a cigarette. Like, I can't really do that with this, especially because of the fact that you have to draw out the sides. So I'd be like, it's just uncomfortable. It's weird, to be honest. You know what I mean? I always hold it with just, you know, my left hand or whatever. I'm left-handed, so that works the best. But it's definitely helped a lot. You know, I don't smoke as much, which is a good thing because I feel a little better, and, you know, it costs a lot less. So yeah, mine is in rose. They consider this like a rose gold. It's kind of more like a brass, not brass, but copper kind of color. It's not really gold by any standard. I mean, compared to my gold ring, it definitely, yeah, it's not gold. Of course, it's very hard to mimic gold, especially in anodized aluminum like this case is made out of. But yeah, it's cheaper. It gets the job done when I need it to. And I think it's pretty good. I have tobacco flavored juice in here, which is called Vape Salts Royalty 2. It's kind of a strange little bottle there. It's got like a bunch of tobacco leaves and a crown. It's kind of strange, you know. It's got this big warning banner on the bottom, you know, that nicotine's an addictive chemical, and, you know, all your little tiny things not for sale to minors. I find out it's funny how small they are. You can't even read them because of the resolution of the label. It's real low. I guess it's made in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's got some California proposition shit on it and whatever, because everything causes cancer in California. Not anywhere else, though, you know. I never understood the whole California thing, but whatever. Yeah, so, yeah, it's pretty good. It doesn't taste like tobacco at all. And you're not going to find a juice, really, that tastes like tobacco at all, because it's just, you can't. You know what I mean? You can't mimic a burning leaf. You know, I mean, you can't mimic burning things in something that is vaporizing a mixture of propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin, which are both food grade thickening agents. They use them in propylene glycol is used in like salad dressing and stuff to make it thicker, you know. And yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I think it's pretty good. And you know, it kind of tastes like the flavorings in cigarettes, maybe. I get like a chocolate kind of sensation to it. Maybe a little bit of like sugar, a sweetness. Sometimes it tastes like root beer, which doesn't taste like tobacco, obviously. But the chocolate and the sweetness does. And you kind of sometimes you can get the sensation of tobacco, but it's not the same. Yeah, so I didn't quit, you know, smoking. I probably will never quit smoking, but it's just something different, you know. So yeah, that's my review of Suorin Air. I think it's a pretty decent little device. I'm not gonna rate it like I do cigarettes because it's different. You know, I would recommend it to people who are already smoking, who maybe want to lower the amount that they smoke. I don't think that vapes are the best way to quit smoking, because then you just vape and you know, it's less risky according to the data right now. Maybe not in the future, but it's definitely a substitute, not a complete fix for anything. I know my dad quit smoking using a vape, and I never really understood how he did that, because he had tobacco flavored juice, and they tell you that tobacco flavored juice is not the way to quit because it makes you want to smoke more, but he did it. So it definitely could be used for that, but I wouldn't recommend it. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, there's a lot of tobacco related content on the channel to watch. So if you're not into vapes, you're at home at Joe's Tobacco Reviews. So please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. That's probably going to be a tobacco review. See you later.